Mike, you're underway with practice. How would you describe how things are going for the Dubois girls here early on?
I'm really excited. We got really good numbers. We've got great kids. They're coachable. We're working hard. They play together. I'm really excited to see what this group does.
Yeah. What is your emphasis, your focus early on with this group?
Playing at pace. We're young. We got 5 freshmen, but we're pretty athletic. So we're trying to just kind of get them to play at a little quicker pace. Maybe some pressure defense, get up and down the court a little bit, and just play at some tempo.
How would you describe this group of girls that you're working with?
So far, they're just hard. I was talking to our assistant coach this morning. They're just hard workers. They play together. They get along, which I think that team chemistry is just huge. And so I'm a little surprised. We're a little more advanced than I thought we'd be for this stage of the season. It's early on, but I'm really impressed with the work and just them being coachable.
Is that somewhat attributable to the fundamental base the girls talked about?
I would say so. This group's been together. Even the freshmen, they play with the older kids. They're in the gym, and so yeah, I think they're comfortable with each other. They're comfortable pushing each other and challenging each other, and just that competition just makes them better.
What are a couple things you feel like you got to get done before you get to your first games to maybe get you off on a good start?
We've got to kind of figure out our offense and kind of our spacing and who our scorers are, and kind of figuring out our roles on the team. And again, you got 5 freshmen, and so a lot of younger kids, like, where do I fit? What's my role? And so we're kind of figuring those things out. I think once we figure that out, and then our defensive pressure, like I said, we're hoping to kind of get up and down the court a little bit. And again, where do I fit? What's my job? How do I fit into this scheme? And so just kind of figuring out some of those team aspects.
1A girls, from your perspective, I know you're a new coach. What do you kind of look at and see around the state?
Well, I coached with the boys last year with Coach Miller, and we had a pretty good ride. That was fun. And so I got to watch some of the other teams, and so 1A is pretty strong. We were at state last year, and we watched the Southeast girls win it. We watched Upton in there. Cokeville's always good. Little Snakes right there. Burlington's really strong this year. So
yeah.
It's going to be a really competitive 1A, and so I'm looking forward to just kind of getting in the middle of that and just competing and see where the chips may fall.
A couple more for you. What's the transition been like for you going from assistant to head coach? What's maybe kind of different for you?
The time element and the responsibilities, right? As an assistant, like, hey, I'm along for the ride, let's have fun. But now you're making the decisions, and so yeah, and just the time element. You got to put a little extra time into the practice plans, right, and just some of the other stuff off court. But again, great start.
What are some keys, you think, for a successful season for this group?
I think pressure D, and learning to play at pace. We started out kind of a little slower, and so just get them used to, like, getting up and down the court a little bit more and looking for that quick outlet pass, and just kind of really the expectations and being in shape to play at that pace too. And so
right,
we're kind of focusing on some of those things too.
Okay, Mike, thanks so much for the time. Best luck this year.
Thank you.